watching. Dorn. No one is watching. Hello. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first ever live global cook-along series. I am so pleased and thrilled to have you all here. I see many people are joining. I am so thrilled because this is my first ever show. This is Woodfield's first cook-along show, and I hope that we will do brilliant. I have to invite Prachi, and I will be inviting her in a second. So my daughter is just shooting this for me, so I'm just going to ask her to please invite Prachi as well on it. Yes. Let me just... Got it. Let me just invite Prachi. There she is. Right. So me and Prachi, we both are from Mumbai, and today we are going to show you a very special treat from Mumbai, which is called a street food called Chaat. And you know that this global cook-along series is started by Woodfield, and this is why it started. We've started this to have some fun, obviously, but also because Woodfield is playing a very important role in bringing all of us together, especially in these very difficult times. So, as you know, me and Prachi would have liked to cook together from one kitchen, but it's not possible. And so, with all these technical things today, we can do wonders. So, let's get this going. So, I see Prachi now. Hello, Prachi.
Hi. Hi, Priti. How are you?
I'm good. Well, thank you for accepting the invitation to be here. And I'm so thrilled that you're cooking along with me, and I hope many people cook along with us. So, as you know, I would like to give a little introduction about Prachi. We've already put a little bit of her profile on our little Instagram. But basically, Prachi is the winner of BBC's Big Family Cooking Showdown. And she and her husband did brilliant. Her husband will be doing another episode for us very soon, hopefully. So Prachi, I'm going to let you introduce yourself a little bit. Would you like to say something?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. My name is Prachi, and we were on the BBC Big Family Cooking Showdown in 2018. So there were 16 families, and we competed amongst the 16 families, and we were the chosen winners. Now the show is also on Netflix, in case you want to catch up on that. So it was me, my husband, and his nephew. So the whole idea came about because we wanted to showcase that Indian food is beyond the curry that we know here of Indian food. So which is why we wanted to, showcase Indian food in a different light. We wanted to showcase the regional and ethnic delicacies. So when Priti came to me with this idea, it was very interesting because both me and Priti, we come from the same place, Mumbai. And Mumbai is such a fast city that you have to eat something on the go. So the concept of chaat is quite interesting because this is like an Indian canapé, but it's layered full of flavors. And it's like an umbrella term that is used for different dishes. So you will have pani puri, sev puri, dahi puri, everything is called chaat. And chaat literally means to lick your fingers.
That chaat is not just one dish, but there's a whole lot of different kind of dishes that go under the umbrella chaat. And actually, if you're wondering what chaat really is, chaat word really means finger licking good, because it has all kinds of flavors you can imagine, crunchy, spicy, sour, sweet, salty, everything, all flavors are present in this. And also, the brilliant part about it is that it is a no-cook dish, plus it's a completely vegan dish. So it's best of all worlds, I would say. Is that right, Prachi?
Yeah, that's correct. So, do you want to see the ingredients for the cracker chaat that we are making?
I would also like to give a brief introduction about what Woodfield is doing in this, because I mean we could have done this on our own, but we never did this on our own. So Woodfield is basically a beautiful refurbished place right in the heart of Tutankhamun, and they are bringing a lot of communities together. It's a charity run by a charity, and during this COVID times, we are having difficulties, just like many charities are suffering. So is a little bit Woodfield is doing the same. So I would encourage you people, all of you, or my viewers, to possibly become a member of this beautiful place, of this beautiful community, and then in the near future you will see a lot of these kind of events happening at the pavilion of Woodfield. Yeah, so let's go through the ingredients.
Yeah, but before that, Priti, I just wanted to let everyone know about the cracker chaat. What is it? So cracker chaat is our take on the sev puri. So why did we choose cracker chaat and not sev puri? Because it's lockdown and we didn't want people to go to a specialty Indian store to buy the ingredients, because some of the ingredients like sev, which is very fine gram flour sort of sev, you won't get it in the local supermarkets. So the idea behind using cracker instead of the puri or the papri and Bombay mix instead of the sev was that people don't have to make a special trip to an Indian store, because probably not many people go out these days. And we wanted to make an Indian canapé or chaat from ingredients that you would get in your local supermarket. So I've got all my ingredients from Sainsbury's. So I'm just assuming that they are widely available in all parts of the UK. So yeah, so that is what cracker chaat is.
Absolutely. We don't want to go to a special Indian store to get something, but and this was a sort of a little experiment that we tried, using crackers and replacing certain and adapting the recipe to suit this audience better. And the results were the same. They were the same wonderful taste of the chaat. So you wouldn't even notice the difference, and that's the beauty of this dish. That even though we've swapped certain ingredients, we have changed certain parts of it. Even then, it just is so yummy. I mean, I wish I could just wish that you could just eat from this video, but I think it's not possible. So you have to cook along with us.
And in fact, it creates a very nice fusion dish.
Sorry?
It creates a very nice fusion dish. So we can call this a fusion dish.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's the brilliant part of living in a different country and using their ingredients and getting sort of different flavors and different things, and yet keeping that basic thing together with us. Anyway, so let's get cracking.
Yeah. So I'll quickly show the ingredients. Okay. So I have
same ingredients except for a few different things. Obviously, I have got avocado and mango and that kind of thing going on the side. But Prachi and me have the same ingredients, and we have listed it on our little Instagram post as well. I believe that you guys should also have the same ingredients with you. So let's go over the ingredients, Prachi.
Okay, so I have boiled potatoes here. These are boiled and ready to use. I have 2 tomatoes. I have onions here. So you can take either red onions or white, depending on what you like. The red onions are a little sharper in taste, and the white onions are a little milder, I feel. Because we're not going to cook it, you can also omit onions if you don't like them. Then we have the ingredients for our green chutney. I have some coriander here, and I have some mint. I have lemon and a clove of garlic. Okay. Then for my sweet tamarind chutney, I have a bowl of dates. These are dates which I have removed the skin, the seed of it, and soaked it in water, in hot water. The reason I have done this is because the dates will get softer and it will be very easy for someone to grind them. If you try to take unsoaked dates, then it might create a problem when you're grinding it into a paste. So this makes it much easier for the grinder. So I've soaked them. And then we have the tamarind. So this is a tamarind pulp that I've got. I have a little red chili powder here, just a pinch. I have sugar. So one thing about this chutney is that normally we would use the gur. This is a special ingredient, which is the cane sugar. So this is natural cane sugar. We call it gur. And this is what we normally use in the chutney. But because you won't find it in Sainsbury's probably, I'm going to swap it with sugar. You can use any kind of sugar. If you want to use brown sugar or any other natural sweetener, you can. Also, you can omit it because dates are sweet. So you can also omit the sugar bit totally. It's up to you. But we like it a little more sweet because it has to be sweet and tangy and spicy, a combination of everything. So yeah, then I have one. I'm going to use one green chili.
Oh, I would like
and
to know that. As you know, that
sorry.
our salads are all burned by chilies. So the more spicier it, better tasting it is for me. But I wouldn't torture everybody or all of you guys. So I think just one tad bit, just like a tiny bit, should be good for us today.
Okay, and then I also have a can of chickpeas. So I'm going to just drain this off and use this for making aquafaba or something, or use it in my stocks.
So
And
I didn't find the black one. I looked in few different stores, but I didn't find the black one. So I've got the white chickpeas, and they were just fine. There's no problem with it. So I'm also going to drink this while Prachi takes you through the rest of the stuff.
And we have the bombay. So this is sort of a replacement of kale. And I have the crackers. So yeah, these are my ingredients. And apart from that, I have salt. So these are my ingredients that I will need for today. Priti, do you have your ingredients ready?
Drain my chickpeas. Okay, Prachi, I've got a little bit of different ingredients here. I've got, these crackers. They just looked amazing to me, so I've just got these ones. But you can use any crackers, basically. Any crackers, like even flavored ones with garlic or chives or anything would work just as fine. But I've got the crispy cheese crackers here, so I'm gonna use these. And I've also got something very special, which I had in my house, so I'm going to use it. It's called chunky Chaat masala. So this masala, as the name suggests, is obviously special for chaat. It's just a blend of spices. It's not necessary to use this. It just adds a little bit more flavor, but it's a good pantry ingredient if you want to keep it. All right, so go on.
Okay, so Priti, are your ingredients all ready?
Yes, so my ingredients are ready. I didn't want to make the mixy sound, so I have made my chutney already. There is my super green chutney just there. And I've also so I put my chutneys in my little thing. So this is my tamarind chutney and this is my green chutney. And I hope that Prachi is going to show you how to whiz it up actually. It's a very simple way to do it. Just blend all the ingredients together.
Yeah. So let me just quickly show everyone how I would make my chutney. So I have a bunch of coriander here. So I'm just going to make sure there is no odd bits. Okay, so I'm going to roughly chop the coriander. And yes, I'm using the stalks and the leaves both because the stalks have a lot of flavor. And it would be a total waste if you don't use the stalks. So I've just roughly chopped the coriander. And I'm going to take the mint leaves. So this is about one bunch and this is half a bunch. So I'm going to take the leaves of the mint and not the stalk, because the stalk of the mint has a very bitter taste. But instead of throwing these stalks, what you can do is just put them in some water and either propagate them, or you could just use it to flavor water. I do that in summer, especially in summers. I just add a bit of mint and lemon to my water to just give that refreshing taste. So I'm just going to clean the mint, take the leaves off.
Oops, the weather's turned nice and sunny over here. Oh, by the way, before we start all of this, you know what's the number one thing to do before you start cooking, Prachi?
Number one thing before you start cooking.
Yeah, it's
I don't know. I just start cooking. Like
well, cooking is always better with a glass of wine. So I'm gonna pour me a glass of wine.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Well, it would have been really nice to have some music as well, but I think it was just going to disturb our video. So here's my little nice glass of wine. And while you see, I'm going to chop rest of the ingredients that I have. I'm chopping here tomatoes. I've already got some pomegranate all seared up. I've already chopped some onions as well. So all I need to do is chop the boiled potatoes and chop the tomatoes. That's what I'm gonna do.
So you know what, Priti, adding to your glass of wine comment, I cook 3 times a day, every day. So I make my breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, fresh from scratch. If I start drinking a glass of wine, I'll be very soon a drunkard because I'll have 3 glasses of wine every day.
Pretend that our video has gone sloppy and just go up.
Okay, so I'm going to add the coriander and the mint leaves. Yeah, and 1 chili. So you can either use 2, you can totally skip it, depends, but I wouldn't skip this chili because this is what gives it that spiciness. So 1 chili goes in there, and this garlic, I'm just going to cut it in half because it's a big one. So I'm just going to take half of a clove just because it is very big. Otherwise, 1 small clove is okay. I am going to just get some water. Okay, so just to make it easier to blend, I'm going to add about half a cup of water and a bit of salt in there. Yeah, so I have my coriander, I have my mint, a clove of garlic, chili, water to make it easier to blend. When I blend it, then I'm going to add a little lime juice on top and then just mix it. So let me just whiz it.
That's a nice mix you've got. It literally takes 2 this green chutney. And this green chutney actually is the key to all the chaat that we have. So if you make puff rice salad, or if you make samosa chaat, or if you make any kind of chaat, like this green chutney and this tamarind chutney goes on it. And it's basically making everything so delicious, because rest everything is it's just like raw, it's just like boiled potatoes. So chutney is the green. Uh-oh, just ongoing. Something here is happening.
Okay. So that's ready. That's the green chutney. And I am now going to add a little lime juice. And just mix it. It smells really nice and fresh. So that's the green chutney. Let's just go and make our tamarind chutney now.
Scooping the avocado out.
Priti, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to make the tamarind chutney now. So let me just
Chutney. Now we're gonna make the tamarind chutney.
Let me just quickly wash this.
It's very fast, and you can add any ingredient. Avocado is not original part of chaat, but obviously I've added it because I just love avocados and it's everywhere. And anything Mexican, a little bit of Mexican, you can add jalapeno, add these kind of things that fall under the Mexican thing can easily go with chaat. And in fact, there is a whole genre called Mexican chaat. I'm just gonna let this thing go. And I've got avocado now, nicely thick. I've got my potatoes chopped. I've got my tomatoes chopped. I'm just going to season my potatoes a little bit with salt and a little bit of chili powder. And I'm just going to put a little bit of masala on it. And I have just seasoned my veg. It's not must to do this, but I just like it. So that way.
Priti, I'm going to now show you the tamarind chutney. Okay, so I'm just taking these soaked dates. So I'm just going to pour them in. These are about 1 cup of soaked dates. You can even use the water. Okay. Then I'm going to add, so this gives the sweetness. If you want to top it up with a little more sweetness, you can add a bit of sugar, which I'm going to add. So not much, just a bit, just about 1 teaspoon sugar, just in case the dates don't make it sweet enough. Otherwise, you wouldn't need it at all.
So you're saying that the dates make it naturally sweet and we don't need to add a lot of sugar?
Yeah. Then I'm going to add a pinch of red chili powder. Now, they always say that when you're making something sweet, add a little bit of, a pinch of salt and spice in it. It enhances the sweet flavor. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm just adding a pinch of red chili powder, and I'm going to add a pinch of salt. And this is going to bring the sweetness out from the chutney. Yeah, just a bit of water again to make it easier to blend.
Actually, I add a little bit of cumin to mine sometimes. I quite like it.
Okay, yeah, perfect. If you have cumin, then definitely it will add that extra layer of flavor. But
Yeah.
I'm just going to make it without the cumin for today.
Yeah. I'm just saying there are so many different versions, even in these chutneys that you can add.
I
Just add
think,
ingredients here and
you
there
know,
makes a difference.
as we say that in India, when we go to someone's house, like even if they're your family, every dish changes 100 kilometers that you go, or maybe like even lesser.
Totally.
So
Totally.
the way my mom makes food is different to what my aunties make, and it is totally different to now what my sister makes and now what I make. So I think it depends on the palate of an individual, and then that's the beauty of cooking because you can change the dish according to your own palate to suit what you like, and not like just cooking is not like baking. You don't have to follow it exactly.
Exactly.
You can
Exactly.
just
Especially a dish like this because it's so versatile. You can all easily add something.
Okay, Priti, I'm back to my blender, so you're gonna hear some noises.
Oh, sounds good. I did my grinding beforehand. I'm going to add some stuff to plate. These crackers, they look so good.
And I think I've forgotten to add the tamarind pulp. So I'm going to add it on top. So if you have tamarind, the whole tamarind, then you would have to soak it with the dates and use it. But because I'm using the pulp, I can add it later. Actually, I forgot to add the tamarind in. So uh, for me to speak louder. Okay, Priti,
Yes?
I think we are getting some comments where someone's saying that you're not audible.
So they cannot hear me, is it?
You can hear it and speak louder.
Can you speak a little louder?
Yes, I'm going to shout.
Okay,
Can
so
you hear me now?
okay,
I
so
am sorry who cannot hear me. I think we are having a little bit of a technical issue here. But I hope you can hear me now. And I hope I don't lose my voice after this.
okay, so I'm going to add a little bit of tamarind pulp. So this is very strong, so I'm just going to add half. I think this should be enough, half a teaspoon, and I'm going to use this spoon. So yeah, so because I forgot to add the tamarind in the mixie jar, I'm just going to add it on top. Since it is a pulp, it is going to blend. It is already like a pulp and it's going to just mix in the chutney. Okay, so that's the tamarind chutney, which is sweet, and this is the green chutney. So one thing about the chutney is because it has mint, sometimes it goes very black. So if you see it has some black bits, which is why once you are done making this, just put a cling film and just put it in the fridge. Otherwise, it's going to go black. But yeah, these are the chutneys. And now I'm going to peel the potatoes and chop them, chop the onions and chop the tomatoes. So if anyone is cooking along, I hope I'm at the same speed as you guys.
I'm
Um,
not one. I've chopped everything and I've kept it.
okay, that is very smart.
I know. Just a little bit ahead. I hope that everybody can hear me now. I don't know if they can hear me now or not. Or else I'm just gonna drink wine. and let Prachi do the work. So just a little bit more about this cook along show. It's very exciting that we have got already a few chefs, a very good passionate home cooks already signed up on this. So next Friday we are going to have Andrew Walker showing us how to cook up paella, and also he's going to cook up a very nice recipe cocktail. So it's going to be cocktail, no wine, and we also have Joe Lambert from Lambert's Restaurant in Balham cooking up the week after, and what he's going to cook is a little bit of a secret. We have many other exciting people who signed up, not just from UK. We are having people from across. We are having people from Dubai. We are going to have people from India. We're going to have people from Morocco. We have people from Prague. You know, we have people from everywhere who are going to cook up something really unique, something very interesting. So please tune in to our show every Friday, 6 p.m. and bring in your weekend something delicious, something unique, and I hope that we continue this way. And Woodfield, we're also very grateful to Woodfield for enabling us to do this. So I am also trying to convince Prachi to bring her husband in, because her husband is an amazing cook as well. So I hope that he also joins in sometime.
I hope so. Okay. So that is the potato that I have chopped. You can also mash the potato, but this time I've just used chopped potato.
This is awesome.
Okay. I'm going to quickly chop the tomato and onion. Let me just wash the knife and come back. Meanwhile, Priti, if you have to add something about Woodfield, you can.
Yeah, I've already added a lot of things. So again, to my chickpeas, I'm going to add a little bit of salt. I'm going to add a little bit of chaat masala. And I'm going to add a little bit of the chili powder. This chili powder. It's a Kashmiri red chili powder, nothing fancy. Just your regular chili powder. And, you know, if you like, you can also roast it in the oven for a few minutes. But it's not necessary. They're just the way they are. And, yeah, I'm going to also add mangoes. Mangoes. So I'm gonna chop in some mangoes. You know, mango and chili, surprisingly, sweet, sour, sweet, everything together. So there I have got some mango there. Just, you know, some pieces of it. And all these ingredients are optional. They are not required. And then I like to do my plating on a slate. Slate is my favorite thing to plate on. It just looks good and it's just so nice to so much difference to the plating. And if you want to impress your guests, this is really easy, fast, quick, pass around finger. And you know, go to Mumbai, then you should never go to a posh restaurant. It is best in the whole kind of places, right, Prachi? Is that right?
Yeah.
You know,
okay.
Just stand on the street and, you know, those guys doing it with their bare hands and just so hygienic. But it is like the best shots that you can ever get.
I think the best chaats that you get in Mumbai, Delhi, or anywhere are the ones that you get from the street vendors and not in any of those restaurants.
Go to Michelin-starred restaurants for chaats. You go to the street vendors, and they make the best chaats.
Okay, so I have potato, tomato, and onion chopped.
Lime, everything there.
I have some lime, and I have the cracker. Okay, let me just, this is the chickpea. So the reason I'm adding chickpea is because I wanted to add a little bit of yogurt. But since Priti said that let's keep it vegan, I thought why not add chickpea as a protein? So you can totally omit it. It's not a part of safe fooding, but it just gives that added protein. So I'm using a bit of, just drain the chickpea. Yeah. So I'll be adding a bit of chickpea.
I'm just gonna mash potatoes a little bit because I like them mashed. Like Prachi mentioned, you can have them chopped, but I just like them mashed, so I'm just gonna mash them just a little bit, just chop. And so will I do with my avocado as well. Just smashed avocado. You know, it's a trend in these restaurants and cafes. And there we go. I'm ready to start my assembly.
So Priti, should we start assembling it?
Yes, go on.
Okay.
I'll follow you, Prachi. I'm gonna do exactly what you do. I'm gonna pull out it.
So I have got some crackers which are a little broken. Okay. You know what? Let's just. Oh.
Is everyone?
Yeah. Let's just the crushed ones. I'm going to crush it and just add it on. Or maybe. Yeah. They're just some crushed ones on top. Maybe it's just crushed in the transit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have my crackers here.
Ready.
Okay.
I'm gonna get food.
Right. So I have my crackers. I am going to add a bit of, let me just use my hands. I'm going to add a bit of potato.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I hope you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you. Okay, so just a bit of potato. Okay, and then I'm going to add.
Wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
So now I'm lagging behind you. Okay, I'm done with potatoes.
Okay, now add tomato.
Okay, I'm gonna add avocado instead.
Yeah, that's fine. Let me know when you're done with the avocado.
Almost there. I think I've taken too many crackers. okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I am done with my second layer, which is avocados.
Next goes a little bit of onion. You can omit this one if you don't want to. I'm just making sure that I flatten it out so that I can add a little more.
So I'm just gonna tad bit because I'm not a big fan of raw onions. Did you hear that? I am not a big fan of raw onions. So I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit, just a dash, like just namesake, so I know that I followed the recipe.
Okay. Next, I'm going to add a bit of chickpeas for that protein. So, oops, I knew this.
So I'm going to now add some mangoes to mine because I've got mangoes as well.
When you say mango, do you mean the sweet mangoes?
Yeah, actually, you know what? Avocado and mango go very well. It's a very good avocado, mango, and jalapenos. This is one of the best combinations.
Okay. So I've added a bit of chickpeas.
I'm gonna add mine in a second.
You can add more, but then I just want it to be like a mouthful, so I'm just adding a bit smaller portions.
Oh yeah, wait.
Ready, Priti?
Yeah, I'm done with my chickpeas too.
Okay. So the next thing is.
Can I see yours? Can I see yours?
Yeah.
Can I have a close up? All right.
So now I'll just add a blob of the green chutney.
So I'm gonna add my green chutney. Just gonna squirt some.
And you can add more or less depending on your taste, but I just didn't want the crackers to be soggy. So I'm just adding a tiny bit. It also makes it easier to just eat it. Otherwise, everything just starts falling down. The next thing is the tamarind chutney.
There you go. I have got my tamarind chutney here. And I'm gonna squirt some of it.
So then that's spicy, that's tangy. So you have a lot of flavors in one bite. And the last thing.
So to mine, I'm gonna add some pomegranate.
Oh wow. If you want a little sour, you can just squeeze a bit of lime on top. Always, gives that nice tangy flavor. So I'm just going to squeeze 2 drops of fresh lemon juice on top. And since the chutneys have a lot of salt, I'm not going to add salt. But since Priti mentioned that she has chaat masala, this would be the right time to add a bit of chaat masala. But I don't have chaat masala today with me. So either you can add salt, but I'm going to skip the salt because the chutneys have a lot of salt. So I'm going to skip that.
So that is my chaat. That's how it looks so far.
And Priti, I'm going to top it up with a little bit of bombay mix. And this again
I got this from Tesco, from Co-Fresh. They have a whole range of different stuff. Bombay mix, party mix, Gujarati mix, whatever. And just works fine.
Okay, so I'm just going to quickly crush it a bit, just so that it's a little more manageable as a garnish. I'm just going to quickly crush it a bit fit. Make it smaller. And then
I'm also going to sprinkle mine.
let me be a bit more generous with this one. It's nice and crunchy.
What's that?
I'm just going to be a little more generous with the Bombay mix.
So, I've got that. And I know that Prachi added tomato right before, but I like to add it on top like a little garnish. So I'm just gonna add my.
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I can do that too. It adds a lot of nice color.
You know that I work in advertising and I'm an art director, so I like to design everything, and even on plating, I really like it very designed and very good looking.
So on that note, let me just bring a little bit of coriander leaves just to garnish. I'll just be back. So, yeah. Another thing I wanted to show you quickly was this coriander and mint container that I got. So, you know, a lot of times earlier I used to waste a lot of coriander and mint because it used to go bad. And then I found this container which has this filter here. And it's really nicely maintains coriander and mint. The freshness of it is really maintained. And this coriander was bought 1 week back, and the mint is 2 weeks back.
Wow.
So
that's amazing. My coriander wilts in about a day.
So yeah, I'm just going to garnish the cracker chop.
I have not chopped my coriander. I am just gonna pick like this kind of strings above of it, and then I'm just gonna put it on top of my chaat.
Okay.
You work in a restaurant, you have like many things to do all these kind of things, but at home we just have forks, knives, and hands. And my last.
That's the cracker chart that I've made today.
Can I see? I missed it. Whoa! I'm gonna bring mine, and let's see. So that's my cracker chart. Let me go and go to the camera. Zoom. How is that looking? How does that look?
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow, Prachi, it's amazing. And now the best bit is how do you eat it without being messy. So Prachi, I want to see how do you eat it.
You can't eat chaat without being not messy. So the beauty of chaat, you have to be a little messy. But I'm gonna try my best.
Oh, okay. And I am going to try mine too. And I know that my husband and my daughter, they're watching this live, and I would like them to come and try my chaat. So I'm going to try mine, and I'm going to be super messy because I'm always messy. And I don't know how I'm going to eat this. You see this?
Yeah.
I told you I'm not good at it. There he is. I've locked him out. I'm gonna grab him in.
That looks yummy.
That's my husband.
Hello everyone. I couldn't stop myself from entering the kitchen. Ah.
Yeah, another messy one.
Mmm.
Oops. Even the tomato I couldn't eat properly.
Super yummy. Great job.
Okay.
Alright, bye bye. I take one more.
Right, so chaat successfully made, and we made it with whatever ingredients that were available here locally, which is brilliant because I think me and Prachi, we both miss Mumbai so much. I don't think we miss other aspects of Mumbai as much as we miss the food. Is that right?
Yeah. So for us, this is not just chaat. This is also nostalgia on a plate.
Exactly. It's just heavenly. It's so heavenly. So guys, anyways, I hope that you guys have enjoyed our first episode, and that you will be keep joining our future episodes, as me and Prachi will again appear on one of the episodes. But in the near few episodes, we'll be having a lot more exciting people coming, and become a member of Woodfield. Keep going, and if you are a chef or if you are just a passionate home cook, just like me, please join in. Come and show us how you can cook up a dish. Prachi also is just a super passionate home cook, and look at her. I mean, she won the big show, and she's on Netflix today. So, regardless of where you want to go with it, it's always nice to share your passion, share your dishes with us, and we all universally love food. And I think it would be brilliant if you guys join us.
All right, Priti, it was really nice. I would have loved to cook in the same place in one kitchen with you, but this is at least the start of it. So I enjoyed cooking with you a lot, and I hope everyone else enjoyed the cracker chaat we made today.
I mean, virtually cooking was this much fun. So me and Prachi, we were thinking in lines of running supper clubs and a lot more. We will keep you updated. Follow us on Instagram.
All right, bye, Priti.
Bye bye. Have fun. I'm going to go to end the live video. Have fun. Have a nice evening. Enjoy your
You
cracker
too. Bye.
And Prachi, thank you so much for being here.